a test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is only a test.
DJs and MC. This DJ, he gets it out.
Listen to this jockey's introduction to
Two DJs and a mic with your host, DJ Mike.
Is that a timetable?
And DJ JP.
Well, get on it. It's your time.
Give me the mic.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for another installment of Two DJs and One Mic with myself, DJ Mike, and the soft-spoken DJ JP.
Hello.
We're joined here today with someone that has made a lot of great things happen in the DJ industry, and that's none other than Mr. Eric Massengale. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on here.
Yes, I guess we'll have to call you the soft-spoken one.
It depends. It's very 50-50. It depends on when you catch me.
Okay. Well, we catching you tonight. We need you to speak up tonight.
I like lean forward.
No, you're good. You're good. No, we're good. We'll turn my mic up in my headphones.
I definitely can be.
Yep. Man, well, I'm sure you know why, but we'll get to why we brought you on the show tonight. But part of the reason why we want to talk to you, besides the fact we've ran into you a couple of times and we've never been able to corner you, or we've never been able to sit down and have a conversation, and we've been in the same spot a couple of times. But it's at conferences, it's just so busy and going. So we met. A-Rock was trying to hook us up with you last year, or Rick was last year at Midwest, and I think you were downstairs and we were upstairs when they were throwing the airplanes, and we were all right. It just never happened. So, but hey, we have like Eric on the show tonight, y'all. We're gonna ask some of them good, pointed questions and get right down to the gritty.
Yeah,
so we're here now. F it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have to forgive my counterpart when he's like a hound dog. When he's on it, he's on it. He knows no stop.
That's hilarious. Some yin and yang. That's what we need, though.
Yeah. Gumble.
Yeah. That's what I call him, young gunny.
All right. Well, jump into it, man. Let's go. You go ahead and hit the first one.
All right. So what made you create a CRM for DJs? How did that come about?
So I started with DJ Event Planner, and so really me creating a CRM solo is definitely not what happened, but I took DJ Event Planner, and I really don't even know why it clicked in my head the way it did, but I just tricked it out, and a dude saw my setup and was like, holy shit. And then the automation thing took off after that, because I was like, oh, well, I'm going to package this and sell it, basically. And then everyone caught on to that automation, and I got that name for like, this is the dude that knows about CRMs. I linked up with Craig Loftus. And really, he created the newest one I've been talking about. But I've been able to feed him enough data, basically, for him to tailor it to what was necessary, then to bring it to the public. Like it wasn't ready.
Is it out already?
Yeah, you can purchase it now.
What's the name of this? The newest one that you guys got out?
It's called Lead Excess, and.
Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't replace something like DJ Event Planner. You still need a DJ Event Planner or whatever whatever you're using for like scheduling and payments and whatnot. This is more like a lead capture, like convincing your leads to fucking move forward with you on steroids.
Okay.
That's what.
All right.
That's what it's for. It's like an AI powered text bot that will text you and it'll be like, hey Jay, what's up? What are you doing? Do you have time? Do you have time at 3 today to talk? And it'll set an appointment for you, just like
that.
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Super strong.
We
bro,
someone sit down and talk about that one when we see you.
Powerful, super powerful.
Or you don't jump on a Zoom or whatever and see it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, dude.
So you really didn't create a CRM. You went in there and you wanted to modernize because I'm not gonna lie, DJ event planner can be difficult.
It's hard as fuck.
It takes.
I mean,
a
not
lot.
to me. It's
Yeah,
not
not
to
to
me
you.
because at this point but that's how it
Absolutely.
is. It's not common sense. It's not something. Well, really, someone like a DJ, they shouldn't have to figure that out. That should be handed to them. It should be a purchasable, usable item, not DJ event planner. That's just like a piece of fucking Play-Doh. You got to mold it though. I need that Play-Doh molded when it's handed to me, and that's what we did.
Yeah, and that's what you did. And like, because you can do something in there and then totally forget where you did it at, and take you 2 days to find it again at what you did. But I've
100%.
but great things about what you did with it, and it's just, it's once you get it though, or once you've been doing it for a while. Like I've had DJ event planner probably for 12 years or so. Once you've had it for a long time, it's kind of, you can do it. Still, I get lost sometimes, and I have to ask Fletcher or somebody where to go find this. But but it's a great tool. It does what we need to do. It just, like you say, it should just be you go in.
It's just necessary though. It's also fucking what would you do without it? You know what I mean? Like it's so necessary.
That's a good way to put it. What would you do without it? I mean, and it has the right stuff in it. It's just not modernized yet.
You guys have probably heard of Simple at this point, SMPL. And I worked with Brian, and same deal. I didn't create the CRM, but I worked with them to kind of like bring it into where it needed to be for everyone to be able to use it easier,
Okay.
Because I'm not super smart with coding and stuff like that, but I'm a good middleman to like the how to do it for dummies and the coders. I'm like in the middle, so I was a good negotiator of that shit.
See, that's what we need. Okay, yeah, they know how to write the CRM, and you know how to do the other part. By the time it gets to us after you've done your part, it's kind of
it's usable. It's like
yeah.
It's like a click and it just works.
Yeah.
Right.
And it needs to be that. Just like you said, it doesn't need to be something that we have to.
You don't need to waste your time figuring it out.
Yeah.
We don't have that type of time.
No, we don't.
I've fixed plenty of people's that were on DJ Event Planner for 12 years, and I'd only been on it for 6 months, but we fell down the rabbit hole and whatever. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you fell down the rabbit hole, sir. Because we needed that. Next question. What were the biggest challenges in scaling up your Upstate DJ company? What challenges have you faced?
So with Upstate DJ Company, so that's the one of my smaller multi-ops. That one we started in May of 22. And that one specifically was the most troublesome because we did it 100% remote. Even my general manager didn't live in New York. They lived in Raleigh, North Carolina. But it was honestly, that was a stupid fucking thing to do. Effing thing to do. And I have paid him out as of this year. And now we're going to scale it just like we do all of our multi-ops. That one was like a trial run to see if it could work. Because if I didn't need hands-on at like a location, I could start a multi-op in literally any city in the country immediately. Why not? But that proved like, all right, you need a hand-on. So,
so what made you try New York? What was it about New York that made you try that market?
I had a plug there. My general manager, who's like a good buddy of mine that lives in the state I live in, he went to high school there and knew a couple DJs. What's up, Keith Clark? But yeah, he knew a couple DJs there, and so that's really the only piece of the puzzle I need help with, So I needed that part.
So, do you have businesses anywhere else besides Carolina and New York?
Most of the East Coast, most of let's see. Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey.
So are they under all under the same umbrella, or they all have different names?
Upstate DJ Company had its own name. The rest is all under Dowk Events.
Wow.
I just I didn't trust it because I was worried it was gonna fail. I had a feeling, and I didn't want to get a bunch of crazy, terrible reviews if that was what was gonna happen.
So was it the last one you did? Was it the last company you started?
Yeah, well, really, I only have one company, Upstate DJ.
Well, I mean, but I'm saying besides your other ones, was that the last? Yeah.
I started all of them at the exact same time.
Oh my gosh.
Well, my main one, I did that one, forever ago first. That one grew, and then I started the rest at the same time.
Okay.
And it's really only 2 hubs. It's a New Jersey hub and it's a New York hub. The rest is all covered by what has expanded from the North Carolina hub.
Wow. So do you have GMs in each city for those, like Carolina, Tennessee, all those different places?
We run all of the South, which there's 2 admins, 2 like full-time admins. You can call them whatever you want. And they run everything other than New Jersey, which we have a dedicated GM there. He's really he's a partner without being a technical partner, honestly. It's a 50-50 profit split revenue for New Jersey.
Moogly. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, so this is a question that's been burning.
I think we just got the answer.
So, well, we got partial. Yeah. So how did you achieve $734K in payouts to your DJs?
I mean, like you just said, with the bulk, that's just where it ended up. We're not paying our DJs millions and, I will say the only DJs in the company that made 6 figures are also they're making money off of not labor. You know what I mean? Like that would be DJ labor, what I'm talking about right there.
Admin and stuff like that.
Exactly. So if you made 6 figures, you're doing admin shit also. It's not like, it's a multi-op. In reality, we're the lower end of the payout scale to DJs. That's the reality of it, is because we have to have admin and we're paying for all this and that, blah, blah, blah. But we do pay good for a multi-op.
So let me ask you this. So how many DJs do you have working for you?
63.
Oh my God. And 12 drive me crazy. Oh my God. Man.
You got, when I say that, and I said it so confidently and it's so douchey. I hate it when I do that.
No, it's okay. I understand.
So here, the thing is, I say 63, and you say 12, but I bet your 12 dudes are working, right? We probably have 15 of those probably did.
They're pretty busy.
Oh, my camera froze. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Hopefully you'll come back on us.
Yeah.
But
Here we go.
No, that's not douchey. That's just, you
10. Well, I'm saying like 10 or 15 of those DJs very well may have done 1 or 2 gigs. I don't know.
Yeah, but if it's over $500, they count. So,
whatever it was is on a 1099, I guess. But either way, you get what I'm saying. It's not like they're full time with us.
So when you first started, Eric, did you foresee yourself doing what you're doing right now in the industry, or did this just happen by chance?
The success of it, maybe not. Like, I didn't think that it would necessarily work, but I did kind of aim from the very beginning to become a big multi-op. That was like what I wanted to do.
So where did you see that at? Did you see it in Posh? Did you see it in Joe Bun? Or where did you see it at?
I saw Posh on the internet, but no, I actually saw Byron Gunter. He's from Ohio, and he did a seminar at Mobile Beat.
And he talked about not being able to DJ, and he had made $1 million.
Everyone was so fucking mad about it, but I could hear what he was saying.
I heard what he was saying too, brother.
Through how he was saying it. He was saying it in a mean way, but I knew what he was getting at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly. I know. I was sitting there too. We just didn't know each other at that time, but I sat through that. I was like, I wanted to talk to him and interview him. This before we had the show, so I still would love to talk. Is he still in business and doing as well as he was too?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really talk to him. So I was buddies with him kind of through that, and through that I was like, he basically like allowed me to come shadow him, and he showed me what he was doing, and I stole all of his ideas. Rightfully, I literally was like, I'm here to steal your ideas. He doesn't care.
Oh my God.
And then edited them to match what I
What
was
you
doing.
wanted to
Because
do.
well, the thing is, honestly, what he's doing was not scalable, what I needed, because I mean, like what I've said, we've scaled really big, and what he was doing isn't scalable to this level. So we had to change.
What was stopping him from being scalable to that level? What was the thing that was holding him?
Well, there's a lot of little details, but like a main one would be he only W-2s his DJs. He won't 1099 subcontract a DJ. And on this tier,
all of his DJs were on payroll W-2. Wow.
Yeah, with benefits and the full nine, which is respectable. I mean,
yeah, it
sure.
is.
But that just we couldn't do that. Really, COVID was what pulled us out of that. That was like, all right, we got to switch it up. And COVID actually helped us a whole lot, because we just tripled down on advertising and hired everyone instead, and then came out doing a bunch.
Go ahead, Mike.
So in shadowing him, what was one of your I would say number one takeaways that really helped you from having that opportunity?
The bar is I don't know how to. Everyone fucking gets all mad at me when I know you guys won't, but you know what I mean.
Say it.
DJing is fucking easy. That's the thing. It's that DJing is easy, and it really. Yes, you might not be good at it. Not everyone might be good at it, but virtually everyone is good enough to get a 5-star review for a wedding if you're aimed the right way. And you can basically turn any joker with zero background music-wise into a DJ in about 2 months, and send them by themselves, 5-star review, charge $2,000, just what everyone else is charging. No. You know what I mean? If done the right way, that's possible. Yeah. And that was what unlocked in my head.
So do you do all your guys solo ops, or do you send them out with help, or are they all rolling by themselves?
They all go by themselves. I've sent assistants if like someone hurt themselves or something, but typically, unless a photo booth is on the gig or something.
Yeah, that was my next question. Do you offer any other services?
So we have A-Rock on. He's talking about those 800 Google reviews.
Wow.
We're at 1,200 now. What's up?
Well, I mean, you got how many? So let's ask this question: how many events did you do this year? Your company do this year?
Like the whole everything in one?
Yes, sir.
Total amount.
If you know.
Probably 1,000. I don't know exactly. I'd have to look, but 1,000. It might be under that.
Yeah. Well, that's still a lot, brother. That's a lot of events. And so, I mean, I don't know if you can round it off or give us a full number that your company made, or what. I mean, what's
the gross?
What was the gross
that you're comfortable with saying?
The gross sales. And it might be 1.6.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So you are where old guy was, but I mean, he was, like you said, he was doing it on a different level. But, and then
we're very middle of the road. We're very not expensive. We're not cheap. We're definitely not undercutting people or anything like that, but we're that $1,500 price point company,
Yeah.
It's
respectful. You sending them out. You got 800 Google it, man. What are you doing wrong? I mean, you're doing something right, brother. So whatever. Have you spoken at any conferences?
Me?
Have you talked about this at a conference? Because I need to hear you speak next time. Are you speaking anywhere this year on the circuit?
I'm not booked at all yet. I did Pittsburgh with A-Rock.
Okay, never mind. I can get it. Don't worry about it. I can get it. You get
So
it.
we have a question for you. Terrence Johnson says, how is he getting couples to leave
those
reviews?
reviews. Do you have that same system you was telling us about earlier?
Let him tell us.
Yeah, I just wrote a bunch of nerd shit in a CRM, and it hounds people for reviews. I ask if you feel like going down the rabbit hole, every single event that's a wedding, we only do weddings, by the way. Every single event that's a wedding has a photographer, a videographer, a venue connect of some kind, and a coordinator. And then you have your bride and groom, and then you have your maid of honor, your best man, or whatever those two people may be. And then you have parent, and then one more parent. So you have 12 people at every wedding you can ask comfortably for a review that would maybe give you a review. And we do.
Hmm.
And so you don't mind getting multiple reviews from the same event? Is that your secret? Or once you get one from them, you don't ask anybody else, or you start with the bride?
Yeah. Oh, no. If we got 36 of them, we would get 36, because technically 36 is a perfect score on a review. Like 12 people, 3 outlets to leave a review on. So 12, 3, 36. But no, I mean, typically we'll get one, but if you aim for 36 and you get 1 to 3 every time, then it stacks. And when you do 1,000 events, you're going to stack reviews.
And you shouldn't say events, you just say weddings. Because so you don't do anything else? No, like prom?
If we do, it's an accident. It's like it just slipped through the cracks. We charged them for a ceremony if we're doing a bar mitzvah, and we was just like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Man, that's interesting. See, it's good to talk to people in different, just get a different perspective on why you're doing what you're doing and how you're doing it. That's crazy. Estimated did 1,000 events in 2024. How do you keep up, man? How many admins, how many of y'all in the room pushing out them playlists every week?
We don't do it's an easy job, honestly, at this point. There's so much already.
Yeah, I might have to come shadow you. But I have one question for you. So are your DJs independent? Do you pass them the gig and say, now you work it, it's your responsibility to call a bride, or do you walk them to the door and hand it to them? How do you do that part?
So we have automated systems that literally text, the couple sets it up based on the DJ's availability that they give us, like Calendly, like you've done, like you sent me on this. And the couple sets up the time, everyone gets automatic text reminders and everything, and forces the call. The planning forms that automatically got filled out or sent, it silver platters type of shit.
So it's automatic that you're gonna hound them until. So
there's no chance that the DJ is missing that call. The DJ, if he's dead, he'll miss the call.
What I was really saying was, so it's in the system, of course, but it's their responsibility to get all the information or make sure all the information is got, or do y'all follow up with it? Or do you and your staff there follow up?
If the person has ignored all of our automations, kind of pushing them to do their planning information, then the DJ would have to push them to do that.
Oh, okay. No, but what I'm trying to say is it their responsibility and not you? Do you give them the responsibility of making sure they got everything, or are you babysitting? Is
there an overseer?
Or do you babysit the client and pass them off?
We babysit the shit out of everything. Yeah. The only time the DJ is like, all right, good luck, champ, is at the wedding.
Oh, okay. Wow. I oversee mine too, but to a certain extent, I want them to build a relationship with the couple. So when they get there, it's not like, hi, my name is Doofus and I'm doing your wedding. I want them to know who Doofus is a little bit, so they kind of build a rapport and he understands what they want and he understands.
The only problem with that, because you're of course you're right. You know what I mean? Who could argue that? But the problem is that the DJs are they might be a good DJ, but that's the only bar I'm looking for is, are you a good DJ? They might be a literal idiot when it comes to that, and they might drop the ball constantly, and they do all the time. So we force it. 21 days out, I could show you the automations. It's literally like we create that relationship via automation.
And he's making a great point because think about this. Not everybody in the industry has learned how to talk and communicate with people. And when some people that do this, they only care about DJing. They really don't want to deal with people outside of being in that arena. The closest they want is you come in and say, hey, can you play wobble? They don't want to do anything else.
Wow.
People love our gigs. Like the DJs that come sub gigs for us. Yeah. I mean, they might not do it full time because they want to go book their own through the busy season, but like they love our gigs because like you said, it's like they don't fucking do shit. It's just easy. We'll write them postcards. We have like automations that hand write a postcard from your DJ, and the couple receives it right before their wedding. It's like, hey, excited to see you this Friday from Ryan. You know, it's just some bullshit. But they're like, damn, nice.
So you force the love in the relationship, and all they have to do is just go and just perform.
And honestly, the reality is like our clients are not the type of clients that truly care about that relationship. They want a good, solid, safe bet of a DJ for a good price. That is our client, and that's fine.
So
now,
what if you get one of those luxury, I need love and walk into the altar bride?
We try and get basically someone to bend us, and we just don't, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man, that is a whole different approach. But I mean, it's tough enough to babysit 10. 63 would just drive me crazy.
But it's the difference
I know,
if you have
but
a team.
What's the most you ever done in one weekend, wedding wise?
75.
Oh my God. I would be somewhere on the top of a light pole. Nervous.
Honestly, once you get, like, if you had the things I have in place, you wouldn't be. I on those weekends, I'm chilling with my kids. I'm doing whatever, you know. I'm like that dude selling you an MLM pyramid scheme. They're like, oh, I'm booking contracts from the beach, but it really is like that. Like, yeah, there's 63 and there's all these weddings, but there's all these systems, and bro, we could 10x that if that's what it dealt.
So why did you not come find me at Midwest so we could talk? So I would have talked to you a year ago. My God,
we have to move on.
Yeah, I know, but this is fascinating. I mean, because these dealing with a whole bunch of people is just interesting, and how you choose to do it is super interesting to me. But go ahead, we'll move on. Move on.
You have to move on, sir. Next question.
How can DJs use automation to work smarter, not harder? I think he just told us.
Well, give
us a gem on that one there, Eric.
There's all sorts of stuff you can do. Anything now that can be used on a computer, or anything that can be done by a computer, you know, like collecting your money. First off, that's a big hassle. And you don't it's possible to do completely automatically. So any money collection at all, telling your couples to fill out their planning forms, just little touch pokes, you know, all that, never. You don't need to do that ever. Setting meetings, that should be completely automatic because of software. I don't know. At this point, even the talking to leads is automatic with lead access, you know, like we honestly, so my salespeople at this point, those two admins are my salespeople. They run everything. They're also the salespeople. They do everything. They're DJs when I need them to be, you know. But they're like
we have a question. Go ahead.
I was trying to let it finish.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. they're like emergency DJs if need be, and they work every weekend. So we have 2 backup DJs on staff right there at all times.
So
what is?
how many do you run photo booths out of your company too? How many photo booths do you have?
We're scaling back this year, not on purpose. That I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, we have a large photo booth ordeal going. It's not as big as the DJ thing, but it's large like that.
Oh my gosh. So did he answer the question?
No. So looking at this question, DJ Phenomenon says, what is the protocol if there's an emergency or one of the DJs that's booked have a car accident or etc.?
COVID.
Yeah, if it depends. Like there's no necessarily a protocol because it's very situational, and what the best answer might be call the couple and apologize and give them $5,000. Honestly, I don't know, that hasn't happened yet, but I'm just saying that might be the best answer. Well, if the couple paid us $2,000 and we're not showing up, yeah, if we give them $5,000, they'll be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But obviously that hasn't happened. I'm just saying that.
I mean, that's a good way of looking at it if you can afford to do that. Woo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not every. That's a big problem. Multi-ops. They don't always deserve to make money. When they drop the ball, they're over here trying to wheel and deal and still make a couple $100 off the gig. It's like, bro, you fucked up. You deserve to lose money. You should actually be paying more than you charged to cover this shit.
Wow.
I mean,
that's good. I like that. And you're right. If most of us who are doing that, what's up, KJ, Mr. Keith Green in the building, and Mario, Terrence, everybody checking in, Brian, everybody that's coming. Keith. Wow, Keith, man. KC, Canada in the building.
Yes.
Woo.
Okay, so moving along and sticking to what you just said. What is the number one mistakes in your mind that DJs make when trying to grow their business?
I have too big of an. I don't know. It's DJs aren't even trying to grow their business. That's the thing. What they act like they are. That's what they say they're trying to do, but they're not. They're trying to build their ego and themselves. They're just trying to become the next Nick Spinelli, which Nick is dope, and I get that, but don't say you're trying to build your business if you're trying to become famous. That's what you're trying to do. I don't know. Buying gear. I will say,
what minute mark are we at? The 32-minute mark. I need to pull that comment. Oh my gosh! If you're trying to become famous, yeah, okay. I like.
But it makes it.
I like that. I mean, you tell the truth. You're not trying to do business.
I mean, all these content. So think about this, and I'm not saying creating content is a bad idea because that's stupid, but like, dude, I've never posted a reel in my life. I haven't posted one reel for my whole company ever. So don't tell me you have to do all this fucking social media bullshit, because like, yeah, we post on social media. We have to be alive. People like can't think you're not. If you don't have a social in Instagram, someone's going to be like, that's not a real company. But I don't have to be a persona on Instagram. It's just pictures, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how you would have 73 different people anyway, but I mean 63 different. 65.
We've talked about it. We've talked about how to go about it and whatnot, and we've weighed that option, but it just hasn't sold me yet. I think to answer that question more solid and less like a less curveball is they spend too much money on gear they don't need to sell. You don't need fancy. Work your price up before you start buying the gear to justify that fancy price.
So do you provide your DJs with equipment, or do they have to have their own?
It depends.
Okay. All right. I get that one as an owner myself. I understand that to the fullest. You don't have to say another word on that one. All right, Mike, keep moving along because we're trying to get Eric to that newborn. Can you break down the business model behind your success?
Summarize it.
Give us a synopsis.
Yeah, I mean, advertise as much as possible. I give the Knot and Wedding Wire as much money as they'll take from me. Google is a little more, you got to kind of approach it with caution because they'll take all of your money. It's not like there's a cap. So
and they
you better
won't
know.
give you anything.
Oh, well, you better just know what a booking costs
Yeah,
you, and you better
yeah.
know how to get to that number before you do that. And I do now, and so advertise as much as possible. Honestly, have good DJs, but understand the bar is not all that high. That's a weird line to ride, and people, whatever. Really, the DJ thing, the DJ just has to understand the agreement too. Like if they're a 1099 DJ with their own company, they just have to understand it's working for a multi-op, and it's not like a commitment thing. Like, yes, if you take a gig, you have to commit to the gig, but it's not like I expect you to join a roster,
Mhm.
so they just have to understand what that is. Business model, I don't even, it's so simple. I don't even know how to just
What?
advertise as much as
But
possible.
it's simple to
Hire
you.
a bunch of DJs and it just fucking does it.
Yeah, it's simple to you because you're doing it, but to some of those just out there, it's not as simple to them because they trying to do one at a time, let alone do more than two or three at in one night. So it's not. It sounds simple, but I don't think it's as simple to everybody as 'cause first problem finding good help or finding decent DJs. I'll just say a lot of people start right there.
And
Yeah.
and if I can, I'll say this. One of the things that I've noticed from us having this conversation with you, Eric, is if I would say one of your pillars would be embracing technology.
Yeah,
You embrace technology and you have utilized that to the fullest. You've removed human activity or human
Errors.
errors. You've
the
removed
possibility of
the
human error.
possibilities. I said the same thing. The possibilities of interactions that's not needed. There are so many wasted conversations that we have, and just listening to what you've done, that is my biggest takeaway.
Yeah,
You've embraced technology and you've taken out the human interactions where it's not needed, where people are wasting hours of conversations
Mhm.
that's not paying them anything, and it's taking
Right.
them away from doing something that they can do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
Whew.
one thing that I
Yeah,
take away because that's the constant.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so we're going to skip the next two questions because you've already answered those, and I'm going to go into this for you. What is your vision for the future of DJing? What do
I
you
think I think a DJ will always be like a bartender. I don't think AI or whatever is necessarily going to replace a DJ, but I do think that the pricing will get driven down and that we will basically become glorified uh, gear rental. I I think that we're actually already glorified gear rental for some people. That's why you have your people like, oh, my cousin do Spotify. That's why that fucking Spotify conversation even exists. Because they're like, what the fuck? I just need a mic and two speakers. I've got Spotify. What do I need you for? Which we know is false.
Yeah.
But I do think that's where it's headed to prices driven down and just glorified speaker rental. Unless I guess you're a creative and that's your art, whatever. I'm just not a creative like that. So I'll be fucked.
Well, I think one of the
I
things
think you'll be all right.
I think one of the things that you
I'm
have
actually a
done,
good DJ. If I like try, when I am actually DJing, I'm a good DJ. I love DJing. I just don't have time for it anymore.
I wonder why.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's
but
crazy.
but I think one of the things that you have that's going to always be a thing is you understand processes and you understand how to take a business, because it really doesn't matter about the DJ business. What you've done, you can apply that to any other,
Yeah, that's true.
business. So
Yeah.
that alone, being able to make common sense out of things is a big trait that so many of us lack.
Yeah.
We complicate things, and you've learned how to embrace technology and allow it to do its job and not worry about
Yeah. Wow.
it. So
It's true.
Man, I wish I would have had a conversation with you a long time ago, or at least talk to you, or pick your brain, or hit you up. I mean, several times I think I wanted to reach out to you about the system, and I don't know why I never did, or it's just different reasons. But man, wow.
you've seen the light. Huh?
Yeah, I've seen some light. I mean, some turnip green lights. I mean, wow, that is pretty good though. I mean, yeah. But I mean, the whole thing is to make your life easier. Work hard, work smarter, not harder. And a lot of us don't do that. We want to be control freaks and be on top of everything, and that's not always how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Keith said, Chris said you're just so calm about it.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I guess there's no reason to be all wired up
I'll
about
tell
it.
you what, the second you start dropping your stats, you'll have 2 or 3 people in your comments that just double them, and it's like, though, I like getting humbled in the DJ world. You know what I mean? Like you say, oh, I paid out $750K. It's like someone's like, well, wait till you step into the 2 million club, and it's like, fuck. You know, like.
But you know what? I saw that and I said, I'm not reading any more comments. I just told Mike, I hit you in the DM. I said, I need you on the show. I don't want to hear what nobody else has to say.
I'm saying it's healthy. I'm saying it's healthy.
Does it drive you to go higher?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Honestly, I'll tell you what, because when I was doing DJ Event Planner, I've seen everyone's numbers. I know the reality of what everyone's doing at this point in their finances and whatnot. And it's inspiring, some of the people. And some of the people, all right, I know. I know the reality of it, but some of them are truly inspiring, and so it helped.
You know, I like the way you look at it. It's honorable, and I like the work that you've put in. And to be 34 years of age,
young,
yes, and to be in the position that you're in. It's a position that some people will kill for. Wow. You know, man. So it's a great thing to have the opportunity to have this conversation and just to see how you think, you know, and why you do what you do, which it's a great thing. I'm happy that we had this opportunity to speak with you and you took some time away from the beautiful newborn. Speak.
Just one more quick question before you hit the last one. So, is that the driving force to just keep setting records, or is it just to keep doing good weddings? Which one of you is that the driving force?
What the driving force
to the numbers that you see, or the numbers that you know, or are you just trying to? Do you have a goal where you want to reach, and then you say, okay, I think I've reached the pendulum?
No, I just like more. I think I just like more.
Okay.
Were you the only child?
No. I had a very intense
child.
I know. But I like it, man. I like the challenge, and I did it.
It's a good thing, man. It gives you something to drive for.
Yeah.
So,
God. Yeah. But that's good. Like you say, you see some other numbers because you can go inside people's systems and you know exactly. But then does what you give them, does that make it harder for you to catch them because now you've elevated their game a little bit more too?
It's funny because I helped Joe Bunn's company with all that, and we are like direct competitors. And I was like, fuck, like that really didn't help me. But also it did help me. But it did. But yes, that is definitely I've set up plenty of competitors that all of a sudden are much more of a competitor all of a sudden. But they deserve it, honestly.
So if you had to do it over again, would you? I mean, I guess you didn't even care because he was right there now. Because I wondered about that too when you said that how you and Joe Bunn are facing out in the same market.
Yeah, no, honestly, if that was the only trick up my sleeve that made me where I am, I'd be screwed. So
okay, yeah, I get you on that one. That's a good answer. Good answer. Great answer. Wow. Go ahead, Mike. Man.
This is for you, sir. I know you.
What's the best piece of advice you give DJs right now?
Ooh, y'all got to go buy my product.
Hey, I like it. Sell it.
Since we're there, go ahead and plug it. What's the name of your product?
Honestly, automate your DJEP.com or automate your SMPLsimple.com. But one of those is the same product for a different CRM. It honestly, if you don't have some automation, I will say, and yes, I'm literally selling you right now, fuck it, whatever. But if you go from not having any automation to having anything, like just something, that will be it'll change your whole life immediately. Overnight, it will change your whole life. So I've come up with that package. It's $700. Grow the fuck up. That's half the price of the new EV speaker. It's a tenth of the price of the new EV speakers.
No, bro.
And it will literally, and I promise you, it will change your life if you don't have any automation set
That's
up.
a third
Yeah.
of the price of the new EV.
You get my point. You get my point.
Maybe it's a fourth because they're $2,800.
Yeah.
And they might be good. They might. I don't really. I'm terrible about shit.
They sound really good. But yeah, I understand.
I know my rigs and I know what I got. I don't know anything else.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
So, is there anywhere else that they can find that product?
Just it's on those two websites. Automate your DJP or automate your SMPL.
So are you coaching? Do you coach, or you just like if somebody wants to come hang out with you, you just come on hang out with me and I'll show you what I do? Or
nope, none of that. If someone has a lot of money and wants to throw me a lot of money and offer that, I'm all ears. But in the moment, I don't have an offer for you.
No, okay. So you wouldn't do like you did for a boy.
No, I'm just speaking to the world right now. I don't know. I've never done anything like that.
Like, say you went and hung out with the guy from Ohio. I can't remember his name. So if somebody said, "Hey, Brian," okay, all right. Wow, man, that's great.
So one of our last questions, and you've said so much.
So much.
What is a gem that you can leave us with? What is something that you live by that you can leave us with as a parting gift?
I don't know. The gear you own doesn't set you apart. Is that
so?
Good?
With that, what sets you apart?
Oh, good luck, but it's not your gear. If you can easily get set apart in a world of DJs this saturated, good job. But it's not your gear, so start somewhere else.
Wow. Okay.
I love that. I love that.
Wow. Man.
Your gear does not set you apart.
Oh my goodness, man. I hate we waited so long to meet Eric. I mean, it sounds like me and you've been out there on the circuit with Mike too for years, and we've never ran into each other or had a conversation. I mean, I heard about your system a long, long time ago, but I just don't know why I never jumped into it. But I mean, yeah, wow. Man, wow.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Wow.
Well, we definitely want to give you your flowers. You're doing some wonderful things, and I'm eager to see what you continue to do. And we thank you for all that you do, and thank you for coming on and sharing, what you do.
A true gem in the industry that
yes.
So are you going to any conferences? Will we see you at Max?
Not this year. I will say usually I'm at like most of them, but just because Josie was just born, I'm taking like 6 months.
Okay, so we'll see you at DJX.
You'll see me at DJX.
All right. Well, I look forward to meeting you and breaking bread with you at DJX.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I'll be there.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
you'll be.
Once again, we have to, before we go, we have to thank our sponsors, our newest sponsor, PV Backdrops and EV.
Yes,
E-Star.
Curator Live, NLFX or NLFX.
Professional.
Thank you. My tongue is all tied.
Yeah.
Eric got my mind blown. He's dropped so many gems on us.
Yes.
But yes, we want to thank all our sponsors and thank Eric for coming on with us and blessing.
That's crazy. You're sponsored by these companies. I love it when I hear stuff like that. It's like, because I use companies like this. Like we use PB Backdrop. Like, what? You said that. I was like, no way. That's cool. Sorry.
It was-
Shout out to PB. Shout out to PB Backdrops.
Shout
Y'all
out to
doing
Scott.
good.
Scott, you got to get it right. You got to know names. Scott Bryan and his wonderful wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right.
but you know, Eric, all it is just if you have a
Relationship.
good product and you're getting your word out to people, you know how it is. I mean,
Relationship.
Good customer
we'll be
service, too.
calling you, sending you our sponsorship letter later tonight. But no, man, it's good. I mean, a lot of people like what we're doing. We're getting to touching a different audience, and they like what we're doing and they want us to continue to do what we're doing. So we get some guys who want us to say something about them on our show. So I'm gonna talk about PB. I'm gonna talk about eStart. I'm gonna talk about EV. I'm gonna talk about Curator, and I'm gonna talk about everybody that wants us to come out and supports this show.
Cool.
So,
Great thing.
Cool.
yep. Well, brother, go back to the baby, and we will see you in Jersey.
Yes.
Thanks for
yes.
having me.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations, man. Thank you again
Later,
for
y'all.
jumping on with us.
All right. Thank you.
Good night. All right. Take us out, Mike. Take us out.